Hi, this is Wendy from Wendy's Space on Etsy. I am attempting to make a calendula and apricot seed petal melt and pour soap. I have a 5-pound mold, which will not be filled all the way, just most of the way. I have 2 pounds cut up but separated because I'm going to be adding apricot seeds in one part, calendula petals in another, and then some of the white on the top mixed in. So right now I'm going to go melt my soap, and I'll be right back. The soap took about a whole minute to melt, but I did it in 30-second increments so it wouldn't bubble over or get too hot. As soon as I get every single piece melted, I'm going to check the temperature. Okay, I have the soap melted, and I am just going to use barely any kind of this yellow dye. It's yellow food dye. Just one drop, because I don't want any more than that in there. And I'm going to put 2 milliliters of fragrance as soon as this isn't as hot. It's still pretty hot. So I'm just cooling it down a little bit. So once this cools down and I get the fragrance, or actually the essential oil in here, I'm going to pour it in here, and I'll be adding some calendula petals. I just got to get it down a little bit. I want it at least down under 140. It's still pretty hot, that's for sure. I'm getting a lot of bubbles, but I do have the alcohol. Okay, I got it like at 138. And I think the oil, I'm going to put 2 milliliters. And I'm going to pour it into the mold. That smells really good. The fragrance I'm using it's actually a fragrance oil, and it's called Zen. I bought it at Earthbound Trading Company. I think that was in Tampa. Just pouring that in there, scraping it out. Spraying away the bubbles. And then I'm going to sprinkle in the calendula petals so they don't go everywhere. Some will stay on the top, some will sink. Okay, I want this to set up before I melt and pour the rest of the stuff. The rest. This will be the next one, and then it's going to get the apricot seeds. So I'll be back when this one is done. Alright, I have this melted. There's just a little bit in here that isn't, so I'm letting the residual heat melt that. Just a little bit. I'm going to put the fragrance in this once it cools down and add the apricot seeds. As this over here is pretty hard. So I don't think this will melt it. Just letting it cool down. It's sitting at 148 right now. I want it cooler. So this is going to make a really pretty layer because it should not break through. We only had a couple feeder bands come through from Hurricane Michael. We didn't get anything here in St. Pete. Just a little bit of rain, thank God. Not anything like those poor people are getting up North Florida. One, still too hot. Alright, sorry, I'm gonna let it cool down. I don't want the fragrance to burn out. The soap's gonna look really pretty when we're done. I might even stick a few cornflowers in there on the top, just for interest. Alright, I think I got it to where something's wrong here. Yeah, I can put the fragrance. And now I'm going to do another 2 milliliters of this. I think that's too much. That cools it down too. This stuff smells so good. I want to pour it kind of over my spoon so it won't. Calendula petals are going to be mixed a lot up in this one. these. It's kind of almost like dust, but it's just powdered apricot seed for just a little bit of exfoliation. Dry too. Well, get hard. Maybe I'll do just a few of these. These are beautiful. Just look at that color. Smell good. It's like a wildflower. Yeah, we'll be putting some of these on the top too, because blue is my favorite color. Alright, now I have to let this one layer dry. And then I will be back after I melt this 1 pound and then add the white powder in here. It's mica powder, just so it won't be so clear. But I will add a teeny bit, 1 drop of yellow, so it won't be completely done. So I'll be back. That was stupid. Moved all the flowers off. I didn't realize that was going to happen. Just trying to wet them down a little bit so they won't move so much. Okay, now we gotta wait for that to set up. So I'll be back. Okay, here is the last pound of soap melted with the mica in it and just 2 drops of the yellow food coloring. The food coloring is not going to be enough to stain or do anything to your hands. It's just for color. And this is so pretty. You see how the mica just swirls around in there. It is so pretty. And then after I pour this on top, I'm going to put more of the calendula petals and more of the cornflower. As soon as this cools down a bit, I'm going to put the fragrance oil in. Spray that down again with alcohol. It's good now, it's under 140. So I'm going to put 4 milliliters in this, because 4 mils, because the others each had 2. That should do it. And again, this is the Zen fragrance from Earthbound Trading Company. Yeah, it's starting to cool because I'm getting a skin on it. So let's get this sprayed. Also makes the melt and pour stick very good. So well, those cornflowers are going to be all through this layer. That's good with that. Spray it. Get rid of all the bubbles. Now we're going to add put that back on there. Cornflowers. Actually, it's the calendula flowers. The blue and yellow look very good together. And some of these just for interest, because they're so beautiful. I'm going to spray them. Hopefully they won't go all over the place. And now that has to sit and completely dry. Then once it's dry tomorrow, I'll come back and cut it. So see you then. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to cut this now. The final cut. These turned out so pretty. I just wish the stuff would have stuck better on the top, but it didn't. Alright, thank you for watching. If you like my video, this is the first one I've ever made. Please like and subscribe, and if you would like to see any more that I happen to do, go ahead and press the little button to be notified when I download a new one. But this is my very first try, and I hope you liked it. Thank you. Bye.